Here we go, men in blazers, where y'all at? So, Human Rights Watch, which is a nonprofit organization based here in DC, has called on FIFA to reconsider hosting the 2026 World Cup here in the United States. Not saying to fully cancel the tournament, but reconsider the US portion of it. And that is because they are sharing grave concerns about the Trump administration's border policies affecting the tournament. They said, quote, "Prepared to reconsider the hosting decision if the safety of the fans and players can't be guaranteed." Which is very true. It's not just targeting deportations against Latinos. I mean, even Europeans are being arrested at the border for the smallest of things. Human Rights Watch said in their letter that FIFA must establish clear benchmarks and timelines for U.S. immigration policy changes needed to ensure respect for the rights of players, fans, and other participants of the World Cup. Like, for example, is this travel ban going to go into effect? How is it going to affect countries like Iran, who have already qualified for that summer? And we don't have to go into the details, but basically, this is all the things that has been happening at the border by Customs and Border Protection agents. The administration of President Donald Trump has implemented or is planning policies that fundamentally undermine the inclusive spirit of the World Cup and the non-discrimination policies under FIFA statutes. And of course, even FIFA itself has its own human rights benchmarks that it would like to meet. And these are some of the questions that Human Rights Watch wants FIFA and the White House Task Force to answer. What actions is FIFA taking so that the U.S. government will permit players, fans, and journalists from around the world to safely attend the 2026 World Cup in the U.S.? What actions does FIFA plan in the event any players, fans, or journalists are subject to discrimination, wrongful interrogation, or arbitrary arrest while in the U.S.? What steps is FIFA taking with the U.S. government and the White House Task Force on the FIFA World Cup 2026, chaired by President Trump, to advocate for policies that align with international... sorry, I'm getting cut off here, but you see the question. Now, do I think that this will change anything? No. The World Cup is still going to be hosted in the U.S. because, them two, right? So nothing's going to really change. But it is significant that a human rights organization has called out the United States the same way they called out Russia, the same way they have called out Qatar, the same way they're bound to call out Saudi Arabia. And what gracious company that the United States has decided to make itself with. We are no better than Russia, Qatar, or Saudi Arabia. Congratulations, America. We have definitely beaten down our own exceptionalism. But as I mentioned at the really beginning of this video, where you at, men in blazers? Weren't y'all talking all that smack about Qatar, being a deplorable World Cup, y que si que mierda? Where you at right now with this? No? Calladito?